Sfml library. I did not find videos in Sfml or in C++ who are like explaining how to write this kind of thing. Yeah, there is a good video, that one, which explains everything, but is using a framework which I kinda do not understand and think. Yeah, so basically it's explained well, everything step by step. I did not use some features from that video. Yeah, but I was inspired by that one. I will link that video in the description. So to begin with, open this template on GitHub. I will also link it in the description. You need to use template, create a new repository, call this animations, for example, create repo. Once repo created, you need to clone it. Yeah. Okay, it's cloned. So open a Visual Studio. Give me a second. Okay, animations. It will take some time to build a project. There is a hello world window in C++. Basically it creates window and displays it. For now, let's add an event for closing a window on pressing escape button. this code will close the window on then escape is pressed. Let's also write the code for tracing our mouse position. Okay, I think this will do. Let's remove the C out and make it a bit more visible. So let's create a circle of radius 100 pixels. Okay. Looks like I made a mistake. Let me check. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's make a color. Can be green. Circle. Set origin. Oops. Sorry for that. Okay, we will need to set a position for the circle. I think it will be overwritten almost instantly, but it will still place it on these coordinates. So okay, and this code basically casts the x and y, x and y positions to the vector and set the circle's position. So basically, when we start our code, there will be a circle which will just follow our mouse cursor. It will take some time to build the project, so just wait a second, or you can just skip it. I will wait it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I made a crucial mistake. I did not draw a circle. It will be built a lot faster this time, so we do not have to wait. Okay, so we see a circle which follows our mouse cursor, and basically there will be our creature be made of these circles. So maybe let's make a new header file for the segment of the creature. Okay, start position. Not the start position, sorry, we will need position of the creature. Give me a sec. Okay, we will need the desired position for the segment. So basically this will be a position. This will be the position our segment will be going to. We will need an angle. This like will be position our segment is like facing. We'll need the radius. We'll need distance. We will need maybe color. We'll need also we'll need the circle shape. And also we will display a line which represents the direction of our segment. So for now I will store both endpoints on the segment's position. Okay. We will also need a default constructor. Okay. We will need constructor. Okay. So we will also need draw function. We will also need maybe set position function. We will also need get position function maybe. We'll need set desired position. Also get radius. And So basically this is our header file for the segment class. Let's also make a C++ file. Okay, so we will need to include this header file. Okay, so let's copy the constructor here and define the values. Okay, we'll need also include okay, this is my mistake. Sorry for that. I must look it up a bit. Okay, let's set the values. Desired position, okay. Angle, okay. Distance, radius, color. Okay, circle. Okay, we can set the radius, set the color, set an origin, and also set a position. Okay. We will also need to calculate the direction for our line. So basically, this calculates an angle. Okay, this is like just stores a vector with cosinus of our angle and sinus of our angle. We now can calculate the position for okay, this is our start position. Okay, this is how will be our hand position. Okay, so basically we just built a constructor. So for now, let's also draw a shape. Okay, draw shape, and we will also create an array of vertex. Which will be our line. Okay, so we want to delete that part and that part. Okay, so let's make a circle at the end. Circle shape. values, and we need to set the position point to. So after that we draw a circle. We also, we draw a line. Okay, and on the end of the line we draw an arrow. Okay, so let's create an object for now. We can delete the circle and check. Okay, we will need to write this function, but for now okay. Okay, this should work. Let's actually do we have set position? Yes, we do. Okay, let's copy that here. Set the segment position position and circle shape position. Okay, so we can change that for our segment, and we can draw segment. Oh, actually no, we'll draw it this way. Yeah. So now we have to have our segment following our mouse cursor. Okay. There is an issue with let's change the size. Okay. We draw it position 2. Okay. Okay. Let's now okay. Actually, let's set the desired position. Okay. And we will need to change there. And let's make an update function for our segment. Okay, so in our update function we will get the direction. Okay, this way. Let's calculate an angle. Okay. After that, we'll update the segment based on the facing angle. So the So basically we calculate the direction, the angle. After that we calculate 2 points for our line. After that we calculate position based on the direction multiplied by the static value, which will be basically our speed, and after that we set the circle position. So now in main function let's call it an update, and now it should smoothly move after our mouse cursor. Okay, you see, and it always facing the direction of the mouse. So okay, let's now make a creature class. Which will be okay, class. Oh my god. Okay. We'll need a vector, an array of our segments. Basically, let's create body. Okay, we also need to include segment. Yes, we need to include an array and also Sfml graphics. We can copy it from here. Okay, so and we also need a desired position for the head of our creature. Okay. Let me see. We need creature draw function is fine, and we also need desired position and update function. Okay, so let's now create a C++ class for our creature. And let's copy some code from here, and we also need to include creature.h. Okay, let's create a creature constructor. So give me a second. Did we create a default? Yes. So basically we will populate our body array with empty segments. And let's make it let's make 8 segments, just like the size of the array. So, and in construction we need to define the radius of the biggest segment. Let's make it 60. Let's also define a start position. Okay. Now we need to define values for each segment. And we'll do it in a for loop. Okay, so basically we need a new radius for each of the segments. Let's make it this way, just like in the video I showed you at the beginning. Okay, forgot the arc, and let's also calculate the distance for the an offset for the next segment. Okay, maybe 20. Okay, now we create a vector with a position. Yeah, and we basically create a start position for the head, and we define position based on the position of the center of the previous segment. So basically this is our head, this position defined based on the position of the head, this on the previous, and so on. So yeah, and after that we define a segment. So yeah, there is a slight color change, and that's it. Okay, so now let's create a creature. Okay, let's comment that for now. Yeah, we'll need to define also a draw function. Okay, and in the draw function, basically we do nothing but calling a draw function for our segments. Excuse me, there is an issue. What is that issue? Okay, it is not defined, but why? Give me a second. Oh my god, sorry for that. Yeah, basically we call the draw function for our segments. Okay, there is a main function issue. We need to delete that one and call the draw function for our creature. So for now we will just see a creature. We will actually not okay, we need to define the position. Get position function. Let's make sure I did not do it before. Okay. Okay, let's see if this fixed the inner issue. Okay, nice. Yeah, they're all in the center, but there is a creature displayed. So for now, let's keep on with the creature class. So let's set a desired position for our creature. No, let's do it this way, and also uncommit that one. Okay, so yeah, and let's define an update function for our creature. update. Basically, we return from function if an array is empty. After that, we pass desired position to the head of our creature. We update the head position, and after that, we update. We loop through each segment of our creature and update it based on the position of the previous, which is desired position for the current one. So now this should work nicely. It is not, because I forgot to call an update function. Okay, and you see the outcome. Which is working just fine. There is also a lot of room for improvement. Basically, it's explained a lot better in this video, like the whole logic, and he definitely knows better than me on the procedural animations, but I just wanted to share it with you, like the code in C++. Maybe someone will be interested, just like I was. I will also share this repo in the description. Maybe you can leave me a star so I can finally land the job. So thank you everyone for watching.